All right. It's Chef SOS in the house, baby, showing you how to make these sweet, sweet, wild-caught sardines into a really nice tasting meal. Because sardines by themselves can be quite unappealing and not very taste very good for a lot of people, right? So I'm going to show you how I get my clients and myself to make these sardines taste good, enjoyable, so you can reap the benefits of one of the most nutrient-dense fishes out there. They're top feeders, so they're lower in mercury. Sardines higher in calcium because of the bones in them. Even get some vitamin D because they're top feeder fish that are able to absorb some sunlight from the sun. So we're looking at an omega-rich, low-metal, like really awesome fish that you can intake into your diet. It's part of the SMASH acronym: sardines, mackerel, anchovies. I talked about it on my social media, Strength and Saad. You can see there. Now, I start off with the Deep Cove wild sardines, okay? Because they have a lower fat content, which I prefer for currently the outline I'm looking at in my diet regime. But please don't let that trigger you. Low fat or high fat, you can get any sardines you like. Now, I'm gonna start off. We're gonna bring all these sardines. We're gonna put them in here. We're gonna put them in a heated pan. Step one. You can use 2 cans if you want that. If you want about 45 grams of protein, you can use 2 cans. They're about 19, 20 grams per can on average, and only a few grams of fat for this brand in particular. So I'm just getting all that out there. Okay, step one. Now, how do we make it taste good? Okay, I got a couple things here. I'm using tomato paste. Use a tomato paste or a canned diced tomato, or even fresh tomatoes. Any type of tomato blend, okay? Then, bam. Now, because I don't have diced tomatoes right now, tomato paste is very concentrated. Now, excuse me while I go get a spatula. I'm gonna spice this bitch up, all right? Pepper. You just keep going. Don't stop. Swap arms, because you want to make sure when you're training that left arm as well. All right, pepper. That's a bit much. A bit of oregano. Spice is really up to you, okay? But here's how do we make certain foods that are really nutrient dense more palatable. A lot of people, there's a resistance to enjoy certain nutrient dense foods because they're not as palatable. People just aren't eating sardines out of cans like that very often, which is why they opt for some other fishes like tuna. But to be honest, tuna, there's a genocide going on with tuna right now, and I'd rather not participate in that, to be honest. Look, there's a genocide going on with a lot of different animal species, but I'm going to pick my battles. So we're running out. That's why also, just another reason why you could potentially pick a sardines over a tuna, a canned variation. So I put some mushrooms in there, as you saw. I put some pepper, I put some salt, I put some oregano, put some basil leaves. Why not? Let's get the flavor to be more palatable, because we know hyperpalatable foods are it's very easy to consume hyperpalatable foods, but if we can just skew the palatability spectrum, we can improve our adherence to eating more nutrient-dense foods. Because you can tell one of our clients, hey, here's this amazing food, right? Oh, but it tastes like ass. Well, that's not very helpful in the context of nutritional adherence. So how do we improve nutritional adherence? Well, we do things like this. Recipes like this, we make it more palatable. Now, the piece de resistance, as we call it in the chef world, which obviously I'm very experienced in, is putting this on some sprouted loaf precinct gluten-free bread. Okay, it doesn't even taste gluten-free. It's amazing. One of the highest quality gluten-free breads I ever tried. And what's really special about Precinct, Melbourne-based brand for my international, is I've never seen any bread that has such high magnesium. We're looking at 680 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams. 100 grams is about 2 slices. Okay, so look, I'm a bit skeptical, because if you're consuming that much, I've had multiple slices in one day, usually high magnesium causes loose stools at a certain threshold. I've never experienced that with this, so I'm skeptical. However, in the food complex, in a food matrix, we can get different absorption rates, etc., etc. Anyway, really high magnesium bread. It's awesome, tastes great, and we're gonna put the sardines and mushrooms on that. Wait and see. Let's see what's about to happen. All right, so I've toasted the pre-sing bread, and then all that happens right now is, how do we make this palatable? Well, we find a spoon. Number one. Then, now we just put it in the bread. You can put some butter on it if you like, if you want to get like really sexy. But all I'm gonna do is that lay that on top with the tomato and the spices, and if you like mushrooms, whatever, any vegetable, plant, if you like plants, maybe you don't, that's fine. No judgment there. This is a safe space for all food group people out here, right? We can all be friends, guys. Anyway. Here, then you just put down some pre-sing bread on your favorite gluten-free bread or whatever you like, and then bam, bam, what happens here? Whoop. Bam, that's what we got. You guys, how do we enjoy some sardines? We can make it more palatable. I'm just trying to solve a problem for my clients because they don't like the taste, some of them, of sardines, and so I know a lot of people don't. And so let's reduce the barrier to entry for one of the most nutrient-dense fishes out there that you can have. Here you go. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you love it. And now your nutrient status is a little bit better for it because now you can consume and enjoy sardines with more pleasure and fun and taste. We out here. If you want to see more of these, straight to Saad, baby. Look, we might do more cooking, chefing out here. I don't know, it depends how well this is received. It probably doesn't even matter. I'm gonna still do them to solve problems for me and my clients. Here it is, sardines, enjoy.